Social Issues 1. BETI Bacheo BETI Pateo, BBBP Scheme. News. The Union Ministry of Women and Child Development celebrated the 10th anniversary of the Beti Bacheo Beti Pateo, BBBP, scheme on January 22, 2025. About BBBP scheme launch year, 2015. Type. Centrally sponsored scheme with 100% funding by the central government under the Sambal vertical of Mission Shakti. Objectives. Improve child sex ratio, promote gender equality and women empowerment, prevent gender bias sex selective elimination, ensure survival and protection of the girl child, and encourage her education and participation. Implementing ministries. Ministry of Women and Child Development, MOWCD overall. Administration, stakeholder coordination, advocacy, training and monitoring Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, MO and FW implementation of the Preconception and Prenatal Diagnostic Techniques, PC and PNDT, Act. Capacity building and monitoring Ministry of Education, ensuring school enrollment, constructing toilets, re-enrolling dropouts, and providing incentives for meritorious girls. Yun, Sapndi Danaya da Rubaru, initiative offering girls an opportunity to shadow professionals in key initiatives under the scheme. Digital Guddy Gudda Board, a digital platform for exhibiting gender disparity in birth rates and providing information on schemes and programs created for safeguarding the girl child. Yun, Sapndi Danaya da Rubaru, initiative offering girls an opportunity to shadow professionals in fields of their choice. My Target campaign, recognition program to felicitate top academic performances by girls in higher secondary schools. Collector Key Class, initiative offering free coaching classes and career counseling for underprivileged girls in public schools and colleges. Ball Cabinet, youth leadership program where girl students simulate government cabinets and ministerial roles to discuss and resolve issues. 2. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana News. The Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, SSY, has completed 10 years. About Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. Launch year, 2015 as a part of the Beti Bacheo Beti Pateo campaign. It is a savings scheme that allows parents or legal guardians to open a savings account for a girl child with authorized banks or India Post branches. Withdrawal and closure. Partial withdrawal, allowed when the girl turns 18 or completes 10th. Standard, 50% of the previous year's balance can be withdrawn for higher education. Full withdrawal is permitted for marriage. Premature closure, allowed in case of the depositor's death or extreme compassionate grounds, e.g., life-threatening medical conditions, with government authorization. Tax benefits, tax exemption under Section 80C of the Income Tax Act. Investment, interest earned, and maturity amount are tax-free. 3. PMAJ Scheme. News. Recently, the Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment chaired a meeting of the Central Advisory Committee for the PMAJY scheme. About PMAJY scheme. Pradhan Mantri Anusakit Jati Abhyuday Yojana, PMAJY, is a 100% centrally sponsored scheme. It is aimed at reducing poverty among the SC communities through various initiatives like the generation of additional employment and improving socioeconomic indicators in SC-dominated villages. It is a merged scheme of 3 centrally sponsored schemes. Pradhan Mantri Adarsh Gram Yojana, MEJI. Special Central Assistance to Scheduled Caste Subplan, SCA to SCSB. Babu Jajivan Ram Chhatrawas Yojana, BJRSY, objectives. To increase the income of the target population by way of various income-generating schemes, skill development, and infrastructure development. To reduce the poverty among the target population and bring them above the poverty lines. Eligibility criteria. Scheduled castes persons living below poverty line are eligible for getting benefits under the scheme. In case of infrastructure development, the villages having 50% or more SC population are eligible for grants under the scheme. It is being implemented since 2021 to 22 as 3 components, which are as under. Development of SC-dominated villages into an Adarsh Gram component. Grants and aid for district/state level projects for socioeconomic betterment of SC's component. Construction of hostels in higher educational institutions component 4. Swavалambini program. News. Recently, the Union Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship launched the Swavалambini program. About Swavалambini program, a women entrepreneurship program that was first launched in higher education institutions, HEIs, in the eastern region and has now been expanded nationwide. Implementation, led by the National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, NISBUD, in collaboration with NIDI AIOG. Objective. To provide a structured, step-by-step entrepreneurial journey for young women. Covers key aspects like awareness building, skill development, training, mentorship, policy support, and funding assistance. Additional support offers 6 months of mentorship and guidance to help participants turn their business ideas into sustainable ventures. 5. Empower Biz Initiative. News. NIDI AIOG's Women Entrepreneurship Platform, WEP, has launched Empower Biz, Sapno Ki Yun in partnership with New Shop, India's convenience retail chain, under the Award to Reward, ATR, program. About Empower Biz Initiative. This initiative aims to offer mentorship and comprehensive training to aspiring women entrepreneurs. The training will cover areas such as retail management, digital tools, financial literacy, and business development. Under the initiative, 50 participants aged 18 to 35 will be selected through an online application process based on specific criteria. Key facts about Women Entrepreneurship Platform, WEP. Launched in 2018 by NIDI AIOG, WEP began as an aggregator platform and evolved into a public-private partnership in 2022. WB focuses on empowering women entrepreneurs by addressing information gaps and offering continuous support in areas such as access to finance, market linkages, training, mentoring, legal assistance, and business development. 6. Annual Status of Education Report, ASER, 2024 News. The Annual Status of Education Report, ASER, 2024 has been released by the NGO Pratham Foundation. About ASER Report 2024, it provides a comprehensive analysis of learning outcomes among school students in rural India. It examines the schooling status of children aged 3 to 16 and evaluates their ability to read simple text and perform basic arithmetic for the 5 to 16 age group. The ASER survey was conducted annually from 2005 to 2014, after which it shifted to an alternate year cycle. Key findings. Reversing the learning gap. There's been a recovery in basic reading and arithmetic skills among students in classes 3 and 5 in rural areas, reversing the setbacks caused by the pandemic. Since 2022, reading and arithmetic levels have improved across all elementary grades, classes 1 to 8, with arithmetic performance reaching its highest level in a decade. Digital literacy. For the first time in 2024, the survey includes a digital literacy component for the 14 to 16 age group. Widespread smartphone access. Nearly 90% of both boys and girls report having a smartphone at home. Gender gap in smartphone ownership. While 36.2% of boys own a smartphone, only 26.9% of girls do. Smartphone usage patterns. About 57% of teenagers use smart devices for educational purposes, whereas nearly 76% use them for social media. School infrastructure. ASER indicators related to the right to education show slight improvements, including better availability of functional girls' toilets, drinking water facilities, and other infrastructure. Art and Culture 1. Iron Age in India. News. A groundbreaking study has revealed that the Iron Age in Tamil Nadu may have begun as early as 3,345 BCE. Excavations at Adikanalar, Sivagalai, Mayiladumpurai, Kilnamandi, Mungadu, and the Lunganar have provided new scientific evidence supporting this timeline. About Iron Age. It is a transformative period in history when iron replaced stone and bronze as the primary material for crafting tools and weapons. It is marked by significant advancements in metallurgy and technology, leading to profound societal and economic changes. Time frame. The Iron Age is generally considered to have begun around 1200 BC globally. However, recent findings in Tamil Nadu suggest the Iron Age in India began as early as 3,345 BCE, predating the Hittite Empire's use of iron, around 1380 BC. Phases of the Iron Age in India. Early Iron Age, 1500 BC, 1000 BC. Introduction of iron tools. Iron tools began to be used in agriculture and hunting. Overlap with the Late Vedic period. This phase coincided with the Late Vedic period, during which texts like the Atharva Veda were composed. Notable sites. Atranjagara, Uttar Pradesh. Mulhar, Chhattisgarh. Halar, Karnataka, Middle Iron Age, 1000 BC, 600 BC. Expansion of iron technology. Iron technology expanded, leading to greater use of iron tools and weapons. Urbanization. The growth of urban centers and the rise of fortified settlements. Painted Gray, where PGW, culture. The PGW culture emerged in the Gange Yamuna plains. Rise of Janapadas. Early states or political entities, known as Janapadas, began to form. Key sites. Kaushambi, Uttar Pradesh. Atranjagara, Uttar Pradesh, Late Iron Age, 600 BC, 200 BC. Formation of Mahajanapadas. The rise of larger political entities, known as Mahajanapadas. Mauryan Empire. The establishment and expansion of the Mauryan Empire, marking the height of political unity and power. Religious growth. The spread of Buddhism and Jainism, alongside Ashoka's edicts, promoting governance based on ethical principles. Major urban centers. Pataliputra, Patna. Ujjain. 2. Indus Valley Script. News. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister has announced a prize money of $1 million for experts or organizations that are successful in deciphering the scripts of Indus Valley civilization. About Indus Valley script evolution. During the early Harappan phase, 3500 to 2700 BC, the earliest. Examples of script signs are found on Ravi and Khat DG pottery excavated at Harappa. During the urban period, 2600 to 1900 BC, the script was fully developed and longer inscriptions were recorded. Though the script remains undeciphered, experts say that it was not alphabetical as it had too many signs, ranging from 375 to 400. The script was written from right to left, Busterfeedon style. This is evident as some seals show a wider spacing on the right and cramping on the left. Evidence of writing has been found on a variety of objects including seals, copper tools, jewelry, terracotta tablets, etc. Pictographic iconographic motifs. The script was and contained like realistic pictures of animals. Key attempts to decipher the Indus Valley script. 1932, Flinders Petrie attempted to decipher the script based on supposed similarity of pictographic principles between Indus Valley script and Egyptian hieroglyphs. Early 1970s, Iravatham Mahadevan found that an average inscription contained 5 symbols and longest inscription contained only 14 symbols in single line, establishing the direction of writing being from right to left. 1982, S.R. Rao argued for a Sanskrit-based decipherment of script. He traced the gradual changes in the Harappan script from a picture-cum-linear script to a purely linear one. 3. Ratnagiri Buddhist Site News. The Archaeological Survey of India, ESI, has uncovered remarkable Buddhist remains during fresh excavations at the historic Ratnagiri site in Jajpur district. About Ratnagiri Buddhist site location, it is located 100 kilometers northeast of Bhubaneswar, Odisha. It is part of the famous diamond triangle of Odisha along with Udayagiri and Lalitgiri, Ratnagiri, translated as the Hills of Jewels. The site stands on a hill between Bairupa and Brahmani rivers and is Odisha's most famous and the most excavated Buddhist site. It was a center for Mahayana and Tantrayana, also known as Vajrayana Buddhism. Ratnagiri was an important center of Buddhism in ancient times. Some studies suggest that the famous Chinese Buddhist monk and traveler Haiyuan Sang, who visited Odisha in 638 to 639 AD, may have visited Ratnagiri. Buddhism in Odisha and its connections with Southeast Asian nations. Mauryan Emperor Ashoka is believed to have invaded Kalinga in 261 BC, but, deeply moved by the bloodshed in the war, he eventually embraced Buddhism. Later, he helped spread Buddhism not only within his own empire but also to Sri Lanka, as well as Central and Southeast Asia. In Odisha, Buddhism is stated to have particularly flourished under the Bhamakara dynasty, which ruled parts of the state in between the 8th and 10th century. Odisha has had strong maritime and trade connections with Southeast Asia for a long time. Historians note that goods like pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, silk, camphor, gold, and jewelry were commonly traded between the ancient kingdom of Kalinga and Southeast Asia. 4. Tea Horse Road. News. Recently, China's ambassador to India shared a post on X about the historic Tea Horse Road. About Tea Horse Road. An ancient trade route linking China and India via Tibet, spanning over 2,000 kilometers through rugged mountainous terrain. It was not a single road, but a network of interconnected paths originating in southwest China and extending to the Indian subcontinent. The two main routes passed through Dali and Lijiang in Yunnan province, reached Lhasa in Tibet, and then branched into India, Nepal, and Bangladesh. Historical significance. Origin. Tang Dynasty, 618 to 907 CE. Buddhist dates back to the with monk Yijing, 7th century, documenting early trade. Trade goods. Initially, traders exchanged sugar, textiles, rice noodles, Tibetan gold, and herbs. By the Song Dynasty, 960-1279 CE, the route became central to the tea and horse trade. 5. Vikramshila University. News. The government is planning the revival of another ancient center of learning in Bihar, Vikramshila University. About Vikramshila University location, it was located in Bhagalpur, Bihar, along the banks of the Ganges River. Founder, it was established by King Dharmapala of the Pala dynasty in the late 8th to early 9th century AD. It was founded to address the declining academic standards of Nalanda University. Significance. Vikramshila became a major center for Tantric and Vajrayana Buddhism, playing a crucial role in propagating these traditions. Unlike Nalanda, which had a more comprehensive curriculum, Vikramshila was known for its emphasis on Tantric and occult studies. Under King Dharmapala's rule, Vikramshila exerted considerable influence over Nalanda, showcasing its prominence in academic and administrative matters. With an enrollment of over 1,000 students and 100 teachers, the university attracted scholars from different parts of India and beyond. It produced notable scholars, including Atisid Dipankara, who played a key role in spreading Buddhism in Tibet. Features. The university featured a central stupa surrounded by 208 cells, which served as living quarters for student monks engaged in study and meditation. It housed a well-equipped library with an innovative cooling system that used water from a nearby reservoir to protect delicate manuscripts. The academic curriculum covered diverse subjects, including theology, philosophy, grammar, metaphysics, logic, and tantras. Decline. It was destroyed by the forces of Muhammad bin Bakhtiar Khalji around 1193. 6. Kamba Ramayana. News. The Ministry of Culture has launched a comprehensive initiative to preserve and promote Kamba Ramayana recitals in Tamil Nadu about Kamba Ramayana. The Kamba Ramayana, also known as Ramavadaram, is a Tamil rendition of the Sanskrit Valmiki Ramayana. This epic was composed by the renowned Tamil poet Kambar in the 12th century CE. Period. Written in the 12th century CE. Regional connection, strongly linked to Tamil Nadu, particularly Kambar's birthplace, Kambar Meedu in Tharashundar. Language, classical Tamil, reflecting the region's devotion and literary traditions. The Kamba Ramayana is traditionally recited by the Kamba Ramayana Mandali in temples. About Kambar, the poet behind the epic. Kambar, often hailed as Kavichakravarti Kamban, Emperor of Poets, was a distinguished Tamil poet known for composing the Ramavadaram. His literary genius enriched Tamil literature with spiritual and ethical narratives. Life and era. Birthplace, Tharashundar, in present-day Mayiladuthurai district, Tamil Nadu. Period. Estimated to have lived between 1180 CE, 1250 CE. Kingdom, flourished under the Chola Empire during the reign of Kulothunga III. Influences, lived after Vaishnavite philosopher Ramanuj, whom he referenced in his writings. Major works and contributions. Tirakai Valakam, ethical and moral verses. Aralupatu and Silai Alupatu, spiritual compositions. Kangai Puranam, temple-centric mythological text. Sadagopar and Toddy and Sarasvati and Toddy, devotional poetry 7. Fort William News. Recently Fort William has been renamed as Vijay Durg. About Fort William. It is the HQ of Eastern Army Command, thus, it is also called as the Citadel of Calcutta. It was built by Britishers, East India Company, in 1773, initial structure was built in 1696, and was named after King William III of England. It is located on eastern bank of Hooghly River in West Bengal. The fort was attacked by Sirajuddaula in 1756. After Battle of Plassey, Robert Clive demolished the old fort and reconstructed the new one. It has an inner bastion where prisoners were hauled, which is why it is also known as the Black Hole of Calcutta 8. Menhir and megalithic burial sites. News. Recently, Telangana's Madumal megalithic menhirs were added to India's tentative UNESCO World Heritage List, highlighting their historical and archaeological significance. Menhirs are large upright standing stones, often part of megalithic burial or ritual sites. Found across Europe, Africa, and Asia, they are most numerous in Western Europe. They vary in size, are often uneven and squared, and sometimes taper towards the top. Megaliths. Megaliths are stone structures used as burial sites or commemorative, non-sepulchral memorials. Megalithic culture in India. Most megaliths in India date back to the Iron Age, 1500 to 500 BC. They are mostly concentrated in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana. UNESCO's tentative list status. India now has 62 sites on its tentative UNESCO list, a mandatory step before full inscription. New sites included are Kalmar Valley National Park, Chhattisgarh. Ashokan Edict sites, multiple states. Chausath Yogini temples, Madhya Pradesh and Odisha. Gupta temples, multiple states. Palace fortresses of the Bundelas, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. 9. Dokra artwork. News. Recently, the Prime Minister of India presented French President Emmanuel Macron with a meticulously crafted Dokra artwork. About Dokra artwork. Dokra art, which is also known as bell metal craft, traces its origins back more than 4,000 years. It is a form of folk art practiced by Dokra Damar tribes, who are traditionally metalsmiths. These artisans are primarily found in eastern India, including West Bengal, Odisha, and Jharkhand, with a notable presence in Chhattisgarh as well. Features of Dokra artwork. No two pieces are ever the same. Each sculpture is painstakingly handcrafted, drawing inspiration from mythology, nature, and daily rituals. The method of making dokra is done by combining the metallurgical skills with that of the lost wax technique. 10. Edakapaka toys. News. On India's 76th Republic Day, Andhra Pradesh's tableau, featuring the 400-year-old Edakapaka Bomalu wooden toy-making tradition, mesmerized the audience at New Delhi's Kartavya Path. About Edakapaka toys are traditional toys made by artisans of Edakapaka village, located on the banks of Virha River in Visakhapatnam district of Andhra Pradesh. These toys are made from the wood of the Ankudu tree, Rhydia tinctoria, which is lightweight, soft, and ideal for intricate carvings. The toys are known for its rounded design with no sharp edges, ensuring safety for children. They are colored using natural dyes derived from seeds, roots, leaves, and bark. They are finished with a lacquer turning technique, giving the toys a smooth, glossy, and durable finish. It was awarded the GI tag in 2017. Other GI tag toys in India toy name state. Key features Shanapatna toys Karnataka, crafted from ivory wood, lacquer coated and colored with natural dyes. Tanjavur dolls Tamil Nadu. Known as Tanjavur Thaliyadi Balmai. Oscillating dolls made of terracotta. Nirmal toys Telangana, hand-carved wooden toys with traditional gold-painted designs. Kondapalli toys Andhra Pradesh. Made from softwood, Telepaniki, depict mythological themes and rural life. 11. Gyan Bharata Mission. News. Union Budget 2025 to 26 announced the Gyan Bharata Mission, under which 1 crore manuscripts will be conserved and documented. About Gyan Bharata Mission. It is a special mission for the survey, documentation, and conservation of India's manuscript heritage, lying with academic institutions, museums, libraries, and private collectors. It intends to cover more than 1 crore manuscripts. A key component of the Gyan Bharata mission is the National Digital Repository of the Indian Knowledge System. It will serve as a platform for knowledge sharing. This storehouse will help in digitizing and centralizing India's traditional knowledge. It will be accessible to researchers, students, and institutions worldwide. To the point tribes in News Khanda, Reddy tribe. Category, recognized as a particularly vulnerable tribal group, PVDG. Habitat, reside in hilly and forest regions of East and West Godavari, Andhra Pradesh, and Khammam, Telangana. Language, Telugu is their mother tongue. Family and marriage. Patriarchal and patrilocal family system. Monogamy is common, but polygamy is also observed. Faith and festivals. Worship Mathyalama, village deity, Bhumi Devi, earth goddess, Gangama Devi, river goddess. Celebrate festivals like Mamidi Koda, Badevi Panduga, Gangama Panduk, Vana Devadu Panduga, MISC tribe. MISC people are an indigenous tribe from northeast India. They are part of the Tani people, who speak Tibeto-Burmese languages. They live in parts of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh in India and Tibet in China. They are one of the largest tribal groups in Assam. According to the Census of India 2011, the total population of MISC is 680,424 in Assam. They have a life closely related to rivers, and therefore they can be described as the only riparian tribe of northeast India. Life and culture of MISC people revolve around agriculture and fishing. The agriculture practice of the MISC people was originally jum, or slash and burn method. Miscellaneous 1. Potti Srirao. News. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister announced the installation of a 58-foot statue of Pai Sriramalu in Amaravati, commemorating his 58-day hunger strike for the formation of Andhra state. About Pai Sriramalu. Pai Sriramalu, 1901 to 1952, was an Indian freedom fighter and revolutionary best known for his role in demanding a separate Telugu-speaking state. His sacrifice laid the foundation for the reorganization of states on a linguistic basis, leading to the formation of linguistic states in India. Role in the Indian independence movement. Participated in Salt Satyagraha 1930 and was imprisoned for his role. Took part in the Quit India movement 1942 against British rule. A staunch follower of Mahatma Gandhi, he joined the Gandhi Ashram in Kamaravalu, established by Yernani Subramaniam. Fight for Andhra state and linguistic reorganization. Advocated for a separate Telugu-speaking state from Madras presidency. Believing that people should be governed in their own language. Launched a hunger strike on October 19, 1952, demanding a Telugu-speaking state. Passed away on December 15, 1952, after 56 days of fasting, triggering nationwide protests. The protests led to the formation of Andhra state on October 1, 1953, with Kurnool as its capital. Social reforms. Fought for Dalit rights, undertaking a hunger strike to allow Dalits entry into the Venugopala Swami temple in Mullapeta, Nellore, which was later granted. 2. International Olympic Committee, IOC News. Kirsty Coventry becomes first woman and African president of the International Olympic Committee, IOC. About International Olympic Committee, IOC. It was established in 1894 by Pierre de Coubertin to revive the ancient Greek Olympics. Headquarters, Lausanne, Switzerland. Mission, building a better world through sport. Roles and responsibilities, governs the Summer, Winter, and Youth Olympics. Oversees National Olympic Committees, NOCs, globally. Ensures compliance with the Olympic Charter. IOC session. It is an annual meeting of IOC members to make key decisions. Members. 101 voting members plus 45 honorary members. Process of selecting Olympic host country. Informal dialogue. IOC discusses potential bids with interested nations. Targeted dialogue. IOC's executive board invites a preferred host to refine its proposal. No fixed timeline. Selection depends on political, economic, and environmental factors. 3. KHO World Cup 2025 News. India emerged victorious in both the men's and women's categories at the first ever Kho World Cup 2025. The tournament, sanctioned by the International Kho Federation and supported by the Indian Olympic Association (IMA), was hosted in New Delhi and played in the 7-a-side fast format. Origins of Kho. The exact origins of Kho remain uncertain, but some aspects of the game are believed to be mentioned in the ancient Indian epic Mahabharata, particularly in the Chakravyuha formation. Experts suggest that Kho originated in Maharashtra, where it was once played on chariots and known as Rathar with Rath, meaning chariot in Hindi. The modern version, where players compete on foot, took shape in 1914 during World War I. Standardization of the game. Pune's Deccan Gymkhana Club was the first to establish formal rules and regulations for Kho, giving the sport a structured and organized form.